Visual Intelligence Part 2, Data Manipulation Tool. Manipulation tool can be opened by clicking this right-hand panel. After selecting a particular column, it will open all the options. We can duplicate a column, we can rename a column, we can split a column, remove a column, etc. For splitting a column, for example, here we can see that the year and quarter is separated by a hyphen. If I just put a hyphen and hit do it, it will create two more columns for me which will separate my year and quarter. Now I can rename them by selecting the column and rename. I can also do logical calculation using the data manipulation tool. The formula bar up at the top will help me create the logical calculations. Just like Webby, if I hit this formula, it will give me all the options available. After selecting a particular option, it will give me the definition how that formula can be used. Also, if I know the formula, I can just start typing and the help will appear just like Google. So for example, I want to create a grouping based on gross margin. So I can do if gross margin is greater than 10,000, then excellent, else good. By hitting this do it button, we'll verify the formula and also create a column right here. By default, the column name is the formula which is used to create it. After creating the column, if I select the column, the data manipulation tool also tells me how many frequencies are there for good and how many frequencies are there for excellent. Now we are going to what's called enrich the data. Let's hide the data manipulation tool and open the object picker. Just like Webby, we can create measures in Visual Intelligence. Just by right-clicking on gross margin, I can say create a measure. After the measure is created, I can select whether it's supposed to be a sum, a min, a max, a count distinct, a count, or an average. This can also be done manually with each object, or I can click the show button and the tool automatically detects what measures can be created. It also detects the hierarchies which can be created. But for the time being, I'm going to remove the hierarchies and just create the measures. I can hit this enrich and all the measures are created under here. Since I already created a gross margin by the right click, I can go ahead and right click again and delete it. I can also change the display format by clicking that right arrow and selecting if the number should be displayed up till 2 decimal places, or it needs to be scientific, or it needs to be 1,000 separated. Now let's create a hierarchy. Just by right clicking on the city, I can say create a geographic hierarchy. Of course, the city is not a country, so hit none. Under city, select city, hit OK. The yellow means that it's not able to identify these cities. The green means the tool has identified those cities. I can click under this propositions and say that Alexandria is in Romania, Barcelona is in Spain, London, England, Los Angeles, US, San Francisco, US, and San Diego, Chile. Click OK and the hierarchies are created. Let's look at facets. Facets is same as Explorer. It gives us the breakdown of all the measures by dimensions. So I can hit quantity sold and see my quantity sold by category, by lines, by city, by region. I can do the same for sales revenue, gross margin, discount, customer satisfaction, etc. I, I can also rearrange the facets by increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing or in the middle.